Good morning students. Yesterday we learned practice set 1.4 and practice set 1.4 we can learn problem number 1 and problem number 2. Means yesterday we learned question number 1, question number 2. Then today we are going to learn question number 3, 4 and 5. So first we read the question number 3. What will be the given? Just in a competitive exam. Competitive means स्पर्धात्मक परीक्षा. Okay, in a competitive exam 50 students pass. In that exam how many students are passed? 50. 50 students are passed in which subject? English. Remember that the 50 students are passed in English. 60 students are passed in mathematics. 60 students are passed in mathematics. 40 students pass in both. 40 students are passed in English and mathematics also. None of them fail. कोणीही नापास झाला नाही. None of them is fail. No one is fail. Both subject. Both subject means which subject? In the mathematics and English. In that subject, students are not fail. Find the number of students who pass at least in one of the subject. So you want to find out number of students who at least pass in one subject. That is called the union of the two subjects. That is English union with maths. When you write English union with maths, that meaning is that student can be pass English subject or another student can be passed in math subject, but both students are making union. Some of the pass in English, some of the pass in math, but they are not passed in both subjects. That is called as at least one subject. Okay, so we can consider, we can write first here. Let U be the set of students. What we are consider? U is the universal set we are consider, and that is the set of students who appear for the exam. जे परीक्षेला बसले, appear for the exam. E be the set of students who pass in English. So this E is the set that are pass in English. The E set having English pass students, and M be the set of students who pass in maths. And there is the M means mathematics, M for mathematics. So M be the set of students who pass in maths. So here is M you are considered, they are pass for mathematics. So what you understand, you are taken for universal set for the class. E is taken for English pass students and M is taken for maths pass students. Okay, such a way. So we can write number of them. So number of them means how many members are passed in English, how many members are passed in mathematics, okay, and how many members are passed in both. So see. So number of English pass, number of A. So number of English pass 50 students. Number of maths pass 60 students. Number of maths and English both subject they are pass. Okay, the students are pass in maths also and English also. So there are the 40 students. What you understand? Do you understand what I write here? First I write English student in English subject student pass. So English subject student pass 50. Math subject M for maths. Math subject student pass 60. Okay. In maths how many pass? 60. And maths and English both subject together they are pass is 40. Means they are pass in both subjects. They are pass in maths also and they are pass in English also. So you want to find out the student who is pass at least one subject. At least one. Means they are not pass in both subjects but they are pass in one subject, that is called at least. So they are pass English or they are pass maths. So that is called union. So I want to find out the number of E union N. So that I want to find out. So I write here the formula. Number of E union M is equal to number of E plus number of M minus number of E intersects N. See, E union M is equal to, E union M means that student is at least M A union A means number student can be passed one subject, whether they are passing English or they are passing math. So that students are written here. So E union A means number of E, union means plus, where is plus, number of M minus number of E intersects M. E intersect M means they are passing both subject English and mathematics. So whatever it may be. See, number of E 50 students, number of M 60 students minus number of E intersects M. So number of E intersects M 40 students. Is that clear? So 50 plus 60 110. So I write there 110. So that 110 minus 40 70. So 70 students are such a way they are some of the pass in English and some of the pass in mathematics. So 70 students are such a way they are passed at least in one subject. Do you have any doubts? Anyone having doubts here? If have, ask me. So we can see the another problem. The problem number 4. That is, a survey was conducted to know the hobby of students. Survey means we are just taking interview of the students and ask what will be your hobby, and that is written on a paper, that is called as survey. Suppose I am coming in the 9th standard A division of KV Kanya. I am coming in KV Kanya school after start the KV Kanya school and just ask the question to the 9th A girls, what will be your hobbies, according by roll numbers, roll number 1, 2, 3, and write their hobbies on paper. So that thing is called as survey. Have you understand the meaning of survey? Okay. Out of which 130 students, out of which 130 students inform about their hobbies. 130 students inform about their hobby as rock climbing. 130 students are said they are like to rock climbing. They are like to rock climbing. Rock climbing means they are just climb on a mountain. That is called as rock climbing. So how many students like for rock climbing? 130. And another, that is the students, they are informed that their hobby is sky watching. Okay, so the another students are informed their hobby is sky watching. I will give that number below this. Sky watching. There are 110 students who follow both hobbies. There are the 110 students, that 110 students like rock climbing also and sky watching also. So there are how many students? 110 students. They are like both. So what they are asked, then how many students do not have any hobbies? So first question they are asked, there are how many students they have no hobby. No hobby means, no hobby means they don't have a rock climbing hobby and sky watching. Means in these two hobbies they have no hobbies. Are you understand meaning of that no hobbies? So this is the first question. Second question they are asked, how many of them follow hobby of rock climbing? They are asked how many the students they are like the rock climbing, purely rock climbing they are like, and how many are like to sky watching. Okay, so there are the three questions they are asked, and that three questions you must be find out the answer. So first, we are considered as U means what? The universal set. So you are considered universal set for the class 9 because they are the students of the 9th class. So we are considered the universal sets 9th class. Then G is considered for the rock climbing. So this G, what is the meaning of G? G for here considered the rock climbing. Then A is considered as the sky watching. Remember the words. U is the universal set for the 9th A class. Suppose our class there 9th A class. G is the rock climbing. A is the sky watching. So we write the numbers there. So see, there are the 220 students in 9th class. So universal set is 220. So number of U is equal to 220. Number of rock climbing 130. Number of sky watching 180. 80 students like rock climbing, and there is the 110 students, they are like both. They are also like rock climbing, they are also like sky watching. Okay, so we want to find out first such a student, that student having at least one hobby. What you want to find out? You want to find out the student who having at least one hobby. So that is considered G union A. Means that student having hobby of rock climbing. If that student don't like rock climbing, then that student must be like sky watching. Okay. So I am saying the student at least having one hobby. So at least having one hobby can be considered in union. So G union A. This sign is called as here union, G union A, and this sign is called as the intersection. Okay, so G union A is equal to number of G means rock climbing, number of A sky watching, and number of G intersect A means both hobbies having rock climbing also and sky watching also. So we are substitute the values here. So number of rock climbing 130, sky watching is 180, and intersection means both having hobbies, they are 110 students. So what can we do? 130 plus 180, you are getting 310. So that 310 minus 110, you are getting 200. Is that clear? So you are getting these 200 students. That's 200 students at least having one of it. Means one of the students like rock climbing, one of the students like sky watching. So you get the number that 200 students having hobbies. So first question they are said to you, how many students having don't hobbies? So that can be found very easily because here is universal set is given to you, that is 220 students in the class. So in that class they are having the 220 students. Out of that 220 students, 200 students having hobbies. So how many students don't have hobbies? We can find very easily that universal set minus number of G union A, then we are getting the students who don't have hobbies. So this is the total students written 220. Okay, this is the 200 students that some of the like rock climbing and some of the like sky watching. Then I want to find out the student who do not follow the hobby of rock climbing and sky watching. So that is very simple. From universal sets, we can subtract the what? From universal sets, we can subtract the union sets. So see, this is the universal set number of u minus this is union set, so that is subtract 220 minus 200, so there is the 20 students, they have no hobbies. So these 20 students, they have no hobbies. Are you understand? Mean that 20 students don't having hobby of rock climbing and don't having hobby of sky watching. So see, the number of students follow hobby of rock climbing. So how many students only follow hobby of rock climbing? Only pure. So here is given rock climbing 130. But here is in intersection they are showing 110. So that 110 must be subtract from 130. Then you get purely rock climbing students. So 130 minus 110. So rock climbing students are 20. So here is some of the students are confused. They are said, you are right sir, it is the rock climbing students. And here you are said rock climbing is 130. And here you are said rock climbing is 20. What is that? I am just explaining in Marathi because some of the students don't understand English very well. तर या ठिकाणी त्यांनी असं सांगितलं की हे 130 विद्यार्थी जे आहेत ते 130 विद्यार्थ्यांना रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग करायला आवडतं, परंतु त्याचबरोबर त्यांनी लगेच ते असंही सांगितलंय की 110 विद्यार्थी जे आहेत ते असे आहेत की त्यांना रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग आणि स्काय वॉच करायला आवडतं. म्हणजेच या 110 मध्ये या 130 मधले विद्यार्थी आहेत, काही विद्यार्थी आहेत, पण ते नेमके किती आहेत ते आपल्याला काढले तर आपल्याला प्युअरली रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग करायला किती जणांना आवडतं हे जर काढायचं असेल, तिथे रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग करणारे 130 आहेत, पण याच्यामध्ये मिक्स आहेत का? कारण इथे दिले बघा त्याच्यामध्ये इंटरसेक्शन. या इंटरसेक्शन मध्ये तो म्हणतोय काही मुलांना रॉक क्लाइम्ब म्हणजे दोन्ही गोष्टी आवडणारे मुलं आहेत या इथे, की यांना 110 मुलं अशी आहेत की त्यांना रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग पण आवडतंय आणि स्काय वॉचिंग पण आवडतंय. मग अशी 110 मुलं आहेत, त्या मुलांमध्ये ती आहेत ती, आणि म्हणून आपण प्युअरली आपल्याला रॉक क्लाइम्बिंगची मुलं काढायची असतील तर या 130 मधून ही जी दोन्हीकडे असलेली मुलं आहेत ती वजा करायला लागतील. त्यावेळी आपल्याला प्युअरली रॉक क्लाइम्बिंगची 20 मुलं मिळतील. आता तुमच्या मनात हा संशय गेलाय का? शंका गेली का? कारण तुम्हाला शंका होती की 130 वरती लिहिता आणि खाली फक्त 20 लिहिता, याचं कारण कळलं का? कारण बाजूला जे 110 मुलं आहेत त्यांना दोन्ही छंद होते. रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग पण करायला आवडतं त्यांना, आणि स्काय वॉचिंग पण करायला आवडतं. त्यामुळे 110 मुलं जी आहेत ती कॉमन होतात, दोन्हीकडे कॉमन होतात. म्हणून आपल्याला जेव्हा प्युअर शोधायचं असेल तेव्हा 110 तिथून मायनस करायला लागतील, आणि म्हणून या ठिकाणी आपल्याला 20 विद्यार्थी जे आलेले आहेत त्यांना काय करायला आवडतं तर रॉक क्लाइम्बिंग करायला आवडतं. नंबर ऑफ स्टुडंट्स hobby of sky watching. So they are having sky watching hobby. So I think that you are know very well. Here is given sky watching student 180, but here they are given 110 students. They are having the two hobbies. So purely sky watching you want to find out. So you are subtracted here. So see, 130 minus 110. You are getting 20 students here. Then there is the another. This is the hobby for sky watching 20 students. Then here is the number of students who follow the hobby of sky watching only, that you have to find out. So number of A minus number of G union A. So see, this is cancelled. Don't think about that. Okay. Here is why it is cancelled, because here is they have taken 130, but here having 180. So see, here is 180. Okay. So this number by mistake taken. So don't think about that. This is taken correctly. Number of A minus number of G intersection A. So number of A is 180 minus 110. Why it is minus? Because they are having both of it. So minus. We are getting 70. That 70 students like to watch sky. And this is the question number 5, and that is the last question in this exercise. Observe the given Venn diagram and write the functions. So see on the screen there are the Venn diagram. So this is the S set, and this is the A. Here is this is the A set, that A set having X, Y, Z. This is the B set, that B set having P, Q, R. And this is the universal sets, and in this universal set they are having only A set. Okay, so with help of that, which pictures they are asked, you can see. So first they are asked A set, write the A sets. So A set is X, Y, Z, M and N. So this M and N is the intersection of A and B. Remember that. So here is I write A, X, Y, Z, M, N. Then there is the union A union B. So A union B is X, Y, Z. This Mn is common having, and B having P, Q, R. Okay, so this is the union. So you know the union means get together of the two sets. Means A sets and B sets, they are get together. See, for you are understand well. So I have come back. See, this is the A set X, Y, Z, M, N. Okay, they are written. Then this Mn is common, so they are written single times. Then B sets having P, Q, R. So union means all these write together, means whatever be the elements of A and whatever be the elements of B, they are writes together. That is called as the union set. So here is we write union set X, Y, Z, M, N, P, Q and R. This Mn is common, so write single times. Then another question they are asked, what is the B? So B is, what is the B? You are just see here, what is the B? So see B, P, Q, R, M and N. So this is the B. So that is written here B. P, Q, R, M and N. Okay. Then which is the another questions they are asked? Write the universal set. So when you want to write the universal set, you can write union set. This is the union set. Means A and B. All elements are having in union set. So that is X, Y, Z, M, N, P, Q, R. This is the union of A union B. So which is not in the A union B, that is in universal set. So see which is not there, that can be C here. C. We are right union X, Y, Z, M, N, P, Q, R. This is the union. Then you want to universal, so you can write here S and write P. Such a way we write universal set, that is X, Y, Z, M, N, P, Q, R, S. Are you understand this? Okay. Then a complementary. A complementary means what? I am already explaining. Complementary means the element which is having in A, that elements are cancelled from universal set and we write another remaining elements, so that is the complementary set. So which elements having in A? So elements having in A X, Y, Z and Mn. So they are cancelled. So what is remains? Remain is P, Q, R, because this Mn is common, so don't write. So having P, Q, R, and what is the universal set having St? So A complementary is P, Q, R, St. Are you understand what I said? A complementary means whatever be the elements of A, that is cancelled from universal set, and whatever be the elements remains in the universal set, that is the complementary of A complementary. Then they are asked B complementary. So if you want to write B complementary, so whatever be the elements of B, that all elements are cancelled from this universal set and that is written, so that is called as the B complementary. So B complementary having P, so B elements having P, Q, R, M, N. So they are cancelled from the universal set C. P, Q, R and this M and N, they are cancelled. So what is remains X, Y, Z and what is remain S and T. So here is written B complementary X, Y, Z, S and, are you understand? Such a way write B complementary. Then A union B complementary. So A union B complementary written is very simple. You can go towards the A union B. That A union B having X, Y, Z, M, N, P, Q, R. So all the elements of this A union B, they are cancelled from this universal set. So they are cancelled from X to R here because they are having a universal set. So which element is remain there? S and T. So A union B complementary, answer is S T. Are you understand it? Such a way the practice set 1.4 is completed, and at that time the practice set 1.4 and chapter number 1, that is the set, that is also completed. So one chapter of the maths 1 is completed. So you are start our work. What is our work? You can start a daily homework. Means you are do homework 30 minutes from 1.1 and take a signature of your parents. That notebook you can having 200 pages you can done, and this homework which is given in lecture, that is written in another homework notebook. Okay, so your homework is started two times. One is from 30 minutes 1.1. How many problems are completed in 30 minutes? Then you can go next day remaining problem, such a way you go up to 1.4, and this practice you must be continued. So what will be the homework? Just see that homework is given to you, only two questions is given to you, so you can read these two questions, solve these two questions very well, and please and send me on my WhatsApp number. If I hope that all of my girls understand what I taught very well, and if some of the girls don't understand, they must be give me message what you don't understand. Okay? But if anyone having any queries, then you having